Welcome back to the Sanders Kitchen. I'm Pam, and we're wrapping up. This is our fourth segment of making our Sicilian fig cookies. And this is the most fun part. That's why Mike's letting me do it. So anyway, I'm going to let you know what's in the recipe. It's simple, simple, simple. And if you run out, it's really easy to make more. What we're going to be using is some confectioners. People call it powdered sugar. I have 2 cups of that. And all the ingredients and the amounts will be listed below. And I have some milk. We're going to use 2 to 3 tablespoons. You don't want it too runny, but I'm going to show you that. We're going to have some food coloring. We're going to make, there's 4 in this box, but we're going to do 3 different colors. And then we have our sprinkles for the top. Oh, and I did forget our vanilla. So we're going to use a teaspoon of vanilla. So I'm going to go ahead and start in just a second, and we're going to whip this up, and I'll show you how much fun it is. Just a little recap. We baked our cookies in a 400-degree Fahrenheit oven for 18 minutes. So we took them out. This is what we have. We have a nice amount of cookies here, and they look delicious and they smell wonderful. But before you ice them, you want to make sure that they're cooled completely. So we're going to go get ready to make our icing right now. Okay, now we're going to put our icing together, and it's very, very easy. We're going to start out with a teaspoon of vanilla extract. All right, we got that. And I'll put this on the side. And then we're going to start, it says 2 to 3 tablespoons of milk, but I'm going to start with 2 because I don't want it to be too thin. And it just seems like when it's just powdered sugar, just a little bit of liquid goes a long way. So let's mix this up, see what happens. It's starting to get creamy. Takes a little bit to incorporate it in there. It's going to need a little bit more. Ooh, it's thick. It's thick. And after I get it all mixed together, I think I still have to add a little bit more. I'm going to divide it into 3 different bowls, and I'm going to make 3 different colors with my food coloring. And that's going to be yummy. Okay, that's a good consistency. If you can see that. It's like an icing, just like you would do on a cake. But you don't want it too runny. You don't want it running all over the place. So now, I'm going to go ahead and divide it into 3 bowls. And we're going to make our 3 different colors. And when you run out, it's very simple just to make a little bit more, because we have a lot of cookies to cover. Take some of this one, put it over here. Okay. All right, this is to just get us started. I know I'm gonna have to make more, but this is just to show you how we do it. Now, we're gonna go with our food coloring. We'll do some blue ones. This stuff is pretty strong, so maybe just a little couple of drops like that. That's pretty. That's a pretty blue. And then we're going to do a green. I think 1 drop probably is plenty. You can see I've already got it on my fingers. I'll be stained. And that's good for the green. And then we'll do some yellow. It's amazing how just a little bit of food coloring goes a long way. So those are our 3 icings that we have for our cookies. I'm gonna put the milk on the side. And here's our pretty cookies. We have a nice tray to put them on, and we're gonna do our sprinkles. So I want the icing up here, and I'm gonna put this bowl here. I'll sprinkle it over the bowl, and that way, anything that falls off, I won't lose that. All right, we have our icings made, and now we're gonna get started. I'm gonna use a little, just go from color to color, just a little bit on the top of each one, and just spread it around on the cookie. And then I'm going to sprinkle, little sprinkles on top. And I like to sprinkle over a bowl, that way if I have any little things that fall off. Number one. Put it over in the middle.
That's fast.
All right. And then you just go along and you just do a whole bunch of them, and it just takes a little bit of time, but this is the fun part. And then the best part of all, of course, is going to be the taste test. That's my favorite. All right. So there we go with some green. That's pretty. Ooh, I need a paper towel or something, making a mess. All right, let's do a blue one. Little sprinkles. These sure are pretty. They had a red food coloring too, but I just thought if I did red, it was gonna be too much like Christmas. So I figured I'd not use the red. But you can play around with your colors, it really doesn't matter. You can just do white. You don't even have to put any color, but this makes them pretty. So I've started on my cookies. I got 4 down and about 10,000 to go. And I'll be back with you when we have them done. All right, look how beautiful these are. What I have here on our pretty tray and a few left over, this is how many cookies I iced with my 1 batch of icing. And that's one good thing about this recipe. If you get tired, you can put these in a Ziploc bag and you can ice them later that day. You can ice them the next day. It's no big deal. They come out great. So I just wanted to show you how beautiful these are. And I guess we're gonna have to have a taste test. So I guess I'll do that right now. This is a pretty blue one. Take a bite. Mmm. Mmm. Got so much figs in it. Oh, delicious. Figs and dates and raisins. Mmm. Mmm. And the dough is nice and soft, and the icing and the sprinkles make them look so pretty. Anyway, that is our recipe that we're sharing for Sicilian fig cookies. We want to give credit to our dear late friend, Frank Davis. And this recipe came from his mother-in-law. So Mary Claire, thank you so much for letting Frank use your mom's Sicilian fig cookie recipe, because it is delicious. We thank you so much. Well, that's about a wrap for what we're doing today. Just wanted to let you know, thank you so much for tuning into our channel. Give us a thumbs up, subscribe to our channel if you haven't, and hit that notification bell. That way you'll be the first one to know when we're coming out with a new great recipe. So as Mike and I always say, God bless you.